Why don't they support you in your business? And what is it you can do about it? Maybe. I think I am very, very fortunate that my spouse, Dale, has drug along with me in this journey for the last 8 years and has been the ultimate support for me. I've done some crazy ventures and I've traveled from Florida to California to learn and to educate myself on how to do better, get better in this market. And in the beginning, we didn't have that extra money, so he didn't travel with me. I traveled by myself most of the time. And so when I had a conversation with a lady earlier in the week that her husband told her she looked like a fool doing Facebook Lives. Now, she's in the same 14-day challenge that I am, and I've known her, through social media for several years. And I was just blown away that her husband physically said that to her face, that she was just looking like a fool. And he totally does not support her. He's a good man. He works, he takes care of her, blah, blah, blah. He's not abusive, but verbal, that can be abusive. So, she was right on the verge of quitting, and she sent me a message and we chatted for probably a good 30 minutes. What is it you do? And she says, how did I get my spouse on board? And Dale's always been on board. And when I'm in my office and I'm not having a good day and I'm come out and I'm frustrated, it took him a while to understand that I didn't want him to fix my problem. I just wanted him to listen to me puke on him as I was frustrated, because in the beginning, I didn't have a clue how to do all this stuff. And so he felt like in the beginning that I was looking to him to fix my problem, when all I wanted to do is to listen and not give me any more advice, because I didn't need it. I just needed to vent and then go back to work. Because a lot of times we get into a project and we don't take a break enough for our brain to breathe, and you get frustrated. So I was talking to this lady and I asked her, I'm like, have you asked him why he doesn't support you? What is it he doesn't like? And she said he's not one that's going to speak. He's not going to have a lot of conversation. And I get that. But I think a lot of people want to come into network marketing and think that they're going to get a package, they're going to call themselves in business, and they're going to quit their job within 30 days. It doesn't happen. I worked for a little over 4 years before I was able to leave my nursing job. But I didn't leave my nursing job. I retired after working and earning my pension. So I still had an income coming in, still had my insurance benefits and all that good stuff. And Dale was still working. I would not have quit had my money not been more than what my job was making, because that is where I think a lot of people, they get too excited, they get too gung-ho, and then they don't realize that there's, you've got taxes and business expenses, and all of that has to come out first, and then you've got what's left over that you can call your income. But she was trying to work a business and there was no communication. And she said the money was a problem, that she had to ask him permission to spend money. That makes my brain hurt. And I'm so fortunate that actually I couldn't be in a relationship like that where I have to ask permission to breathe. That's not my personality, and he knows that. But she has to ask permission for everything that she does. And I think he was looking at her as jumping on board too quickly, or maybe she wasn't making, I don't know what her business decisions were in the house. That was, there's always that little something that you don't know. But my suggestion to you is to get good communication going. If you've got a spouse, let them know what your dreams and your goals are. Start out with small goals, because there's some people that think they're going to get in and hit 10 grand the first couple of months, and it may take you a couple of years to get to the 10 grand. If you get to, you need to focus on the first ranks in whatever company you're in. Go for the first ranks. And once you hit that, set a goal for your next rank. And, let your spouse know what you're doing so that you can celebrate together. Dale and I have used many of my business trips to celebrate some of my wins. And this, like last November, we hit the $1 million month volume for our team. And, we celebrated while we were down in Florida. but he has been on board, and I can't ask for a better person to be by my side in this business venture, because he has gone to rallies, he has gone to conventions, he has gone to business trainings, hung out in the hotel while I'm down there learning, and then in the afternoon we would hang out. Bridget, I can't read it. I don't have my glasses on. But get on board with each other and just have communication. And I think in any kind of relationship, I don't care what kind it is, marriage, friendship, whatever, communication is probably the hardest thing that most people deal with. And that is, that's where you need to tell them, hey, I need you in my corner, because it's really hard to do something when you're in a relationship if the other person isn't in the same corner with you. I've got really, really big goals. They're so big that they make me nervous. But he knows that I'm going headstrong into that, straight into them. I'm not backing up. This 14-day challenge was just something to push me out of my comfort zone, because I was doing videos and things in my groups, but I wasn't doing them on open page and, pushing them out to the internet. So he's watched me have my mad fits, and he's watched me fall, and I've not reached all of my goals, but there's no quit in me. So I can't imagine how hard it would be living under the same roof with somebody that didn't support exactly what you do. So if you were watching this live, hello, and thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. And if you're watching the replay, do a hashtag replay in the comments. And do you have a spouse? Do you have a significant person that does or does not support you? Talk to me and let me know in the comments, because I would love to hear it. I have got some notes that I think would be helpful for you. And if you would like those, all you have to do is send me a message that says the words notes, and I will get that out to you. It's going to ask you for your name and email, because I have it set up so that it'll automatically send those out. But if you have a strategic plan, if you have something that'll help you reach your goals, I really think that he, she, they, whatever, is going to get on board with you if they see that you have a plan and that you're doing the action steps. And I believe if they think that you're not doing the action that it takes to build the business, it's going to cause a little bit more rough edges than if you had somebody that was actually doing the actions. Super support. Yes, Les is super supportive. Hey, Jason. But you've got to be on board with each other and let them see that even though the money may not be coming right now at this moment, that it's coming, because you were doing everything that you're supposed to be doing to build your business and to do the action steps. So have you ever thought about doing a business? Is that something that you're into? Does that scare you? Talk to me, because if you're wanting to do a business but you don't know how to get started, I'd be glad to let you know what I do. It may not be for you, and that's okay, but if I can help you, do let me know. And I hope that you and your spouse are on board, and that you can do the action steps to prove that you're in this 100%. So y'all have an amazing day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.